Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Welcome all to the show. It's Wednesday, May the 28th, 2025. It's a short week. It's already Wednesday. Tonight, primetime live. I'll be on the air 7 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members only, like this guy right here. Mike has joined us as a Gold Bagel member. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the channel where you can make a lot of money. It's as simple as that. Why do people join this channel as a member? Because they're nice. They're nice. They're nice. That's not the reason. Because they're charitable. They feel sorry for the YouTuber that only has a couple hundred viewers at a time, and they want to help them out with a couple of bucks. That's not it either. There might be some who do that out of pure pity, but that's not the answer. No. The reason that 99% of the viewers become members of this channel, or 99% of the members are members of this channel, I'll get it right yet. A simple reason: they make money. That's the end of the story. They make money by being here, and by being here, you are looking into the idea and have bought into the idea of becoming an option writer. You're not interested in being a speculation gambler to try to buy a call option and hope it goes up and that you make a few bucks. You're not the individual out there, and I tell you, there are millions of these kinds of individuals who are absolutely at wit's end trying to find a solution to bills and overhead problems and cash flow problems. And they are literally hawking their cars, guitars, taking cash advances, borrowing from friends and relatives to pay the bill, the cable bill, and the power bill, and they're not doing it. They're putting it into the stock market to try to buy call options, to try to make a 10 times their money trade. There are some desperados out there, millions of them and more, joining every week this business. Then there are the well-to-do gamblers, the gamblers who can afford to lose 5, 10, 20, 100 grand a month, and it's like just, easy come, easy go kind of money. These are the kind of folks that will win once in a while and will win thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on a couple of trades, but then slowly give it back and try to win another. But this channel here is dominated by people like Mike right here, Mike, who's figured out the best way to make money in this market is to be an option writer. Allow shrinkage of options to work for your account. Write contracts that have no business trading at the values they're trading at, and saying, thank you very much. I sold a call option up here, and I'm happy to buy it back down here for this lovely little profit range in a short period of time. Some of you who are here, a pretty good number of you here, are followers of Gamestop. That's how you found my channel. You found me in 2021 because of Gamestop. And some of you are here today who haven't been around in a while. You haven't been here. You only show up when GameStop is doing something. And it's totally understandable because, after all, you want to look at this face when nothing much is going on, you're a sucker for punishment. But for those of you who do follow GameStop and are long-term followers of GameStop, welcome back and hello to all of you. And congratulations on the fact that, hey, there's news on GameStop today. The company itself, actual public company called GameStop, made a press release. What? They made a press release saying that they have purchased 4,710 Bitcoins. And this is the first investment made by GameStop since the board of directors gave the green light to Mr. Cohen, CEO, chairman of the board, to go ahead and invest company money into other assets. And the speculation now for weeks out there has been that GameStop did buy Bitcoin at about $80,000 a coin. That's been the speculation. No one can confirm it. No one has confirmed it. The press release doesn't mention the price they paid for the Bitcoin. They don't mention how much money they put into Bitcoin. What I can tell you is that prior to doing the Bitcoin purchase, GameStop was sitting on $6.2 billion in cash at a minimum, because they had just raised $1.5 billion from a foreign investor 3-4 months ago. And again, very little detail on that. Prior to that, they had done capital raises. They're sitting on $6.2 billion. I think that they spent $376 million or so on the Bitcoin purchase. Now, if it is true that they do have Bitcoin at 80,000 a coin, recently we've seen Bitcoin at $110,000 lately, and that's a nice round number, which I decided to use. That if they do have 4,710 coins at 80,000 each at $110,000 a coin, the value goes from $376 million to $518 million. And so they're up $141 million in gains. Missed a fly, tried to get a fly. 141 million profit so far has been enjoyed by the company if they got them at 80,000. The overall value of the coins, 518 million now, if they're trading at 110,000 a coin. Now, you've heard wild rumors on Bitcoin, so have I, for years now, and there have been people talking that it's going to go to $1 million a coin someday and all this sort of stuff. I'm sitting here going, okay, it's 110 right here. It's got the administration's backing. The country of El Salvador announced that Bitcoin was going to be part of its official currency years ago. Remember that? That was around 30,000 a coin. They laughed at El Salvador. The planet, laughed at El Salvador. I think it was El Salvador. I don't think they're laughing now. In any event, what if the coin goes to $150,000 in value later this fall, 6 months from now? What if? What now? Well, for GameStop at $150,000 a coin, they would almost be double their money. They would be up probably $300 million in gains, capital gains on that coin. There are shares outstanding of GameStop, of course, a total of 447 million. And if the Bitcoin is worth something like $700 million on the books of GameStop, you're talking about $1.80 a share in Bitcoin value, plus 5.9 billion in cash, earning about 5% interest right now. That's going to be at 6 billion by the fall. So there's 6 billion plus 700 million, 6.7 billion in value, liquid value for GameStop. $15 a share, $16 a share would be my rough guess. I can pretty well bet the farm that now that GameStop has Bitcoin in their portfolio, I don't think the coins are just sitting in their corporate account doing nothing. I have a suspicion that they are using international and very well-to-do, very, very smart people to help them manage their investment in Bitcoin. And it wouldn't surprise me in the least that they are writing derivatives on the Bitcoin. What does that mean? They're writing call options on Bitcoin through the derivatives market that is unregulated by the U.S. government. Could they be bringing in 10% return, 20% return on their investment of their Bitcoin? Yeah. If they're going to bring in 10 or 20% on a $500 million valued asset, they're bringing in 50 to 100 million a year in Bitcoin premiums as they offer their Bitcoin for sale on a call option, just like you are offering your GameStop shares for sale through the option market, the call option market, as through your retirement accounts. You're running covered calls and you're bringing in some fabulous returns and saying, thank you, sir, may I have another? Why wouldn't they be doing that? Now, are they, in theory, have they written cash secured puts on Bitcoin with this 5.9 billion available capital? Are they using another 100 or 200 million to offer cash secured puts to offer to buy Bitcoin at a discount from where it's trading at, and they're paid a premium up front? Maybe that's going on too. If I could tell you this with certainty, I would. And if I could find it, if that information were available, I would share it, but it is not publicly released. Even though this is a publicly traded company, shareholders have no idea what they're doing with the money. So we'll have to wait until an annual meeting, a financial report comes out, a quarterly financial, an SEC filing, something. We'll all wait it out. In the meantime, and in between time, as Ed Whalen used to say on Calgary Stampede Wrestling, in the meantime and in the between time, the speculation roars like you can't believe on what's going to happen with Gamestop shares. Is the company going to continue the offloading of their stores? Is it only a matter of time that GameStop will make a major announcement where they announce to their shareholders, we have agreed to sell all of our GameStop locations to a private equity fund, and we are no longer in ownership and running the wholesale and retail division of GameStop anymore. We are now only just a financial investment holding company. And how much would they get for those stores? And how would that work out? I don't know. Would they get 2 or 3 billion in cash to blow off their stores? Because the stores they have left are probably the profitable ones. Is that what those would be worth? And would then GameStop be sitting on close to $10 billion in cash with the Bitcoin as well? At 400 million shares outstanding, 450 million shares outstanding, that would put the company at $22 to $24 a share cash value. And if they only make 5% a year on their money, that's just interest from corporate bonds. That's not even hard to do. They would bring in 1.1 billion a year on, well, 1 billion a year, or 500 million a year on $10 billion. They bring in 500 million a year. $1.10 a share net profit to do nothing but just collect interest. They're not going to do that. They're going to be into the derivative market. They're going to be into other investments. This is only the beginning of the beginning of the beginning of what they're up to. And so the question then is, on my question of the day, which is available for all of you to answer today, have you got the guts to answer my question of the day? I think you do. You guys are gutsy. 154 people have said, I got the guts to answer your question. I've also got the guts to give you a thumbs ups today because I kind of like the fact that you're covering this story on GameStop. 66 people have so far shown me they've got the mettle to give me a thumbs up today. 155 of you have got the guts to answer my question. And so far, the question, it goes like this. Hey, GameStop has bought 4,710 Bitcoin. I see the stock running up to a certain dollar amount in the next 3 months. $40 a share. You guys who are thinking it'll only go to 40. I mean, hey, it's 36 now. I mean, what is this? You think it might go up $4 more now that the world just found out that they've got Bitcoin? I mean, talk about going out on a limb. But okay, 40% of you say it's going to go to 40. 21% of you say it's going to hit 50, Bruce. 6% of you say it's going to hit 60. And 35% of you are saying, Uncle Bruce, this sucker is about to hit 88 miles an hour. This baby is going to break $60 a share. And I'm wondering if you aren't correct, because I'm kind of thinking here, boy, don't you think some guy named Roaring Kitty is feeling pretty good these days? Don't you think someone named Roaring Kitty is sitting on a ton of options that he's written? Don't you think he's hauling in some premium dollars to just buy up more GameStop? Maybe he bought a bunch of additional calls in the 20s when he saw his good buddy buy 500,000 shares at 21.55 just a little while ago. You remember when Ryan Cohen did that? He bought 500,000 shares at 21.55. And if you roll back the clock a little bit and you wonder, when was Bitcoin around $80,000 a coin? Oh, yeah, like about a month ago. It was kind of like around that time. It was like just about after he bought. You remember just when he bought those stocks at 21.55, that Bitcoin was around $80,000. And look at that. What a coinky-dink that GameStop is sitting on 4,710 coins of Bitcoin. Probably at about 80,000 a coin, just when the president of the company, chairman of the board, bought 500,000 personally at 21.55. I wonder what Orange Kitty has been doing since then, and will there be any kind of a cartoon character drawn on some social media thing somewhere that'll cause people to speculate about what's going to happen? So we're at $36 a share. Can it break 40 today? Yes, it could. I don't think so, but it could. Can it break 40 by the end of the week? Yeah. Could it break 50 next week? Yeah, it sure could. Will it? I don't know. If you are following me on this channel, you are probably one of the following. You own GameStop shares and have forever and are never selling. You own GameStop shares, had them forever, and you're writing call options on them. You've been bringing in premium, and you've been asking me from time to time, hey, should I write 30s? Should I write 32s? Should I write 35s? What if the stock breaks 30, Bruce? Should I buy back my calls and then roll and sell higher priced calls further out? And I've said yes, and you've done so, and you can still do so, and you will continue to do so. You've sold your shares in GameStop a long time ago, and you bought deep in the money calls, and you've written calls on your calls, which is poor man option writing, and you are bringing in all kinds of money, and you're going, Uncle Bruce, hey, I know I've been writing these calls, and the stock's been going up, so the calls I've written have gone up in price. That's my bad news. The good news is that my deep in the money calls are going up $1 every time the stock goes up $1, because they're like deep in the money. So like I'm winning here, and I too, Uncle Bruce, will do rollovers. There's another group of viewers here who had GameStop shares, who once had deep in the money calls, perhaps. You sold them all. You went into cash, and now you've written cash secured puts on GameStop. And many of you are written cash secured puts on GameStop because you've gathered money up from other proceeds and writing of call options elsewhere. You've got capital, and you're now writing cash secured puts on GameStop. You've been doing it since you heard about Ryan Cohen buying at 21.55. You wrote $25 cash secured puts. The stock went through that level. You started writing $28 cash secured puts. Stock went through that level. You started writing $30 cash secured puts. And every time you're doing this, you're bringing in more money. You're bringing in more money. You're bringing in more money. And now we're at $36 a share. Well, guess what you're going to do now? All of you out there with these cash secured puts who are anywhere in from $23 to $33, $35, you're probably noticing that your put values are plummeting because the value of these puts are zero as the stock just takes off. And you can now buy back some of your cash secured puts for pennies on the dollar. What will you do now? You will take my advice, and you will now write another set of cash secured puts at a higher strike price. That might be $35 out of the money a little bit, maybe 33s. You might write 40s. You might say, Bruce, I'm writing $40 calls, good for January 26th, because between now and January 26th, this stock is going to $50, $60. These 40s are going to be worthless. I'm taking all this dough. I'm going to write 42s. Some of you will write 45s and 50s. I know you will, because you're like that. You are of that ilk. And you will take massive capital up front, You'll sit on huge piles of cash, and you're going to imitate Ryan Cohen. You're going to sit on a whole bunch of money, of which a bunch of it isn't yours. It's other people's money. And you're going to haul in daily interest in your accounts because you're going to acquire the BIL ETF, which is the Treasury yield 4%er, or you're going to haul in one of these corporate ETFs that pays monthly interest at like 7.5% a year, 0.6% a month on your money. And you're going to say, thank you, sir. May I have another interest payment while I wait for these puts to crash out, and I'll do it again. And then there's one last batch of you investors out there. If you're watching me live, there's one last batch, and you've been just sitting back with your fingers doing this and your arms doing this, and you've been writing put credit spreads. You've been writing nothing but put credit spreads time and time again, well behind the market. And you've just sat back and said, Uncle Bruce, this is too easy. I can't believe how easy this is. I don't understand. I don't understand why I keep making money, but boy, I love this game. Man, I love this game. I've been writing $5 behind the market, $6 behind the market, put credit spreads, $1 spread, $2 spreads, 3s, 4s, 5s. And I've just let these contracts go to zero, or close to zero. I buy them back for next to nothing, and I write another batch, a couple of bucks higher, and they crap out too. And these credits just sit in my account, and I grow my account value. Guess what you're doing today? Very likely you're looking at rolling up your put credit spreads yet again, because you can, and that's your job, is to do exactly that. At $36 a share, it's time to roll up put credit spreads and bring in even more money. And so I don't know which one of these 5, 6, 7 scenarios you're into, but the 277 of you who are here, that's kind of what you've been doing here. And congratulations. Now, if you've learned how to do any of this stuff, what have you learned about holding stock? You just bought it, you hold it. Holding stock and you're writing call options, covered calls. You may have learned that from me. You are into cash secured puts. You may have learned that from me. Credit spread writing, you probably learned that from me. Poor man covered call, you probably learned that from me. There have been lessons that have been issued to my website that you have been participating in from day one. And you've learned a lot about option writing, and you are thousands and tens of thousands, and some of you are hundreds of thousands of dollars ahead of where you were in 2021. Congratulations. The news today is lesson number 19 is about to launch, and we're going to release lesson 19. It's going to be held live in front of students, which could be you, on June the 14th, Saturday, June the 14th, noon, with Auntie Jen and Uncle Bruce. Lesson number 19, how to write 0 day to expiry call and put credit spreads. This is the kind of class that if you're curious about credit spreads in general, you want to come to this class anyway. If you really want to learn about 0 day to expiry, 1 day to expiry, 3 day to expiry, this is the class for you. This area of the option market, 0 day to expiry, is the fastest growing segment of the option market. This is attracting gamblers and desperados like you cannot believe, who are putting up money on premiums that are ridiculous. A contract that is guaranteed to die today after the market bell is done. Within 10, 15 minutes of the market closing, those options are finished. There's no tomorrow for these contracts, and you cannot believe, you will not believe how much money you can make. As a writer, this is the conservative side of the options market. The safest place to be in the options market is a conservative option writer. Join the banks, join the insurance companies, join the pension funds, the mutual funds, the ETFs, and the smart run hedge fund operators. The most successful investors of the world are credit spread writers and writers in general. Join these kids and learn how to do 0 day to option expiry. There's the lesson. There's your thing right there. You want to know how to join me live? The details are down below in the description below. And you can register whenever you like. Make your payment to the paypal.com site down below. And I will take down your name and I'll grab your info. What is going to happen is I want you to send a donation for the class and then send me a private email. And the email, again, is down below. And just say, Bruce, I've sent you a donation for the class. Please add me in. That way I have your email address so that I can send you the link to the private class when we do the show itself, when we do the lesson itself. And that way you're guaranteed to be included. After the lesson is over, if you acquire the lesson, you stick around for only half an hour and you can't stay any longer, or something comes up, it's an emergency and you can't make it, fear not. You're going to receive, after the show is over, after the lesson is done, it goes out for editing. And once it's edited, we will send you a final edited version of the class, which is exactly the version of the class that all the rest of you can acquire from the website stockmarketswithbruce.ca. It'll take about 4 or 5 days after the class is over. So if you join the class, you're in live with Auntie Jen and I, and you can ask questions live of us. And also you're going to get your final version, your edited version on top of that. And so it's a 2 for 1. And looking forward to hosting you and working it. Donations are already coming in. Susan, you're in. I see you here. I had another one a few minutes ago. If you want in on this class, just do your thing. Thank you again for that and your support of this channel. Headline just coming out on Barron's now. Gamestop makes its first Bitcoin purchase from meme stock to the next MicroStrategy ? I don't mind GameStop being compared to MicroStrategy, which is a $300 and whatever stock. That's okay. That's just fine by me. The question is, for GameStop shareholders, what did they pay for those Bitcoins? Are they actually up 30,000 a coin right now? Is that kind of what they're doing here? We'll find out. We'll see for ourselves. 35.95 is where the GameStop shares are right now. They've had a hell of a run the last week or two. And in the last 3 or 4 sessions, from 28 to now 36, we were at 37 earlier this morning. Charles, you're in. Those of you making donations, I may or may not be able to acknowledge it, only because I'm on the fly here, but I hear the bell going off every time someone is registered for the class. Anyway, GameStop 35.93 to 36 was already 37 this morning. Can it hit 40 today? Yes. Will it? I don't know. We'll find out. Where are we going? Nowhere. Richard, good morning. Trip Hazard, good day to you. Stock Jockey, hello. Big E is here. Thank you again, Mike, for becoming a Gold Bagel member. Hector is here. Evan, GameStop Corp today. Look at this. Jeff, Stuart is here. Ray is here. Stock Jockey, Henry, welcome all. Ryan, Juan, Brian is here. Free Range, Henry, Hector. Have you seen Rocket Lab this morning? Have you noticed your Rocket Lab shares? They're sitting at $29.90, $30 range, up like $1 something for a while there today. I think they even broke 30 earlier this morning. 2-cent gain on SoFi, and we would love to see SoFi join the party, pal. Let's go. Let's see what happens there. Brian, now all I need is Keith to post something and we're on the moon. We're going. Like I said, fun. Let the fun begin. Charlie is here. Eddie Martin, Charlie too. Welcome, Mike. Robert, number 31, thumbs up for Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Good morning, all Stock Markets with Brucers. Thank you, Robert Mellot. Amy is here. Juan saying, hey, baby, let's go. Brother Yeti is saying, good morning. Aurora's here. Cutting Edge. Dude, we're looking good, people. Praise Uncle B. Henry T is in the house. Vix is red calm today. Cutting Edge. I'm getting excited for today. Some of you are making more money today. You're going to make more money today than you make at work. I know that's happening for some of you. I mean, many of you it already has long ago happened. That's not news. But there are people here who have been new joiners in the last month, and 6 months, and year. and you've been building your confidence and building your ability to write contracts and getting more comfortable with it. James, you're in. And many of you are going, good Lord Almighty, Uncle Bruce, these cash secured puts on GameStop, I've got 20 of them. These suckers are down like $2 each. I'm up $4,000 today on just on the depreciation. I don't make $4,000 a day. I don't make $4,000 a week. And for some of those of you who are now going to roll your GameStop cash secured puts to higher strike cash secured puts, perhaps further out in time, some of you are going to haul in thousands of dollars, and some of you are hauling in tens of thousands of dollars today to make this move. And that is going to represent weeks and or months of income that you would make at work. And so welcome to the party, everyone, to where I'm trying to get you to the level of the top 10% of the demographic out there. Let's go. Thank you all. Lee Mortimer, hello, howdy. Bruce, what's your thought on Savage of Wall Street's suggestion about buying a call option on GameStop for 35 that dies Jan 16? I'm not a fan of buying contracts. I'm a fan of writing. And I desperately try to keep you on the highway and not get sidetracked. The key here is if you can keep writing cash secured puts on GameStop, as an example, cash secured puts, you're going to roll them again and again and again. If these want to go from 36 to 42, you're going to roll again. They go from 42 to 48, you're going to roll again. Every time you roll, you're taking $3, $4, $5, $6 a contract cash into your hands and building your cash reserve and building your cash reserve, earning more daily interest on that cash you're sitting on, to the point where you're going to go, my God, Uncle B, I've got like a house worth of money sitting here. I can't believe how much cash my cash makes. You don't need call options to be successful. You don't. And stocks do not go straight up. They do not go straight down, but they do move along a variable, and there will be volatility. And there might be opportunities coming your way on GameStop where some of you are going to write cash secured puts, and then you're going to write put credit spreads behind them. Crazy 49er, you're in. You folks are going to now take a double dip. You're going to take your profits from cash secured put writing, and you're going to use that capital, some of it, to write put credit spreads to generate even more capital in on a constant basis. Forget about this, oh, I'm going to buy some calls and take a shot over there. Forget about it. I understand the idea of, well, here's another suggestion to make money on. There's a million suggestions. But if you're going to be an option writer, you're only going to be an option writer. And you're going to get really good at it and very busy at it. And that is important to understand. If you're going to become a full-time option writer, you will have no time for other side games. You're going to just work your trade and generate millions in dollars because it is available for you to have. You can generate this to millions. You got to get into the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands, and stop thinking about going somewhere else or being sidetracked. Stick to the plan. If it's working, you're seeing 10%, 20% in a month or a quarter, or you're seeing 40%, 80%, 100% in a year, 150% in a year return. What are you doing looking at anything else? Stick with the program and make your first million. The hardest million, the first one. The second one is a lot simpler. Get with the program, kids. This is your chance. Sometimes you're given the door is being opened here and you're being allowed in. Take this move. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Let's continue on. CKT is here. Double D. Michael is here. The man, I want to roll up my Jan 26 call so bad. Give me more option chains. Louis is saying good morning. Francisco, execute my May contract. Go ahead. I'll write more. Aaron, good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm buying more shares. Charlie, the man, you might get lucky with all the extra activity. They might write more option chains on. Oh, they will. They will create more option chains because the activity level is about to explode, and the stock has moved up, so they now have to produce higher chains. Of course, they're going to have higher expiries. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. For some of you, I know it's not fast enough, but it is coming along. One, I saw an article in Robinhood feed claiming they spent $512 million. I don't know what that means. Aaron, number 50. Mark is here. The man, Charlie, yeah, they have December 27th. I'm like you for the 24 months between Jan 26th and December 27th. Crazy 49er. Good morning, everybody. About to do some international trading from Doha International Airport in transit to India. Rock and roll, Crazy 49er, and you've registered for your class. You're in to win. Awesome. James, good morning, Lucky 55. Murray, good morning, evening. Rocket Lab move is impressive. Frugality, Frugal City, Rocket Lab dropped big news after hours too. Buying parent holding company of GEOST from Lightbridge Solutions, $275 million. Frugal City, Rocket Lab setting up to get a lot more national security money. I hear you there. Stock Jockey, June 12th. B. Tizzle, GameStop officially outperforming SPY year to date. GameStop up 10% year to date. Spider 0. Johnny Alondro, Ryan Cohen is a goat. Splair is in the house. Good morning. Danny, Bitcoin will go up in years to come. GameStop will follow. Cindy, Sound, look at this stock. Dude, I think there's a chance. The man, well, to be fair, you mean go up 60 to, or stay or hit 60 and come back to 40? You know, I can't ask every single possibility in a poll question. I'm just asking, is it going to go to 40, 50, 60, beyond 60? Answer that. Luring ALA, number 83, thumbs up. ACDC, what if I thought they bought it before? Well, maybe they didn't pay even 80. Maybe they paid 76,000. I don't know. Splair, isn't it priced in a little? I see GameStop a year of rollovers for me before I buy back. Whatever. Berm stock for sure. Caroline, how about that Rocket Lab? Subway, imagine DFB tweeting today. Splair, damn, I saw thunder and lightning just 2 to 3 seconds later. That sound. Sky High Kite, who's rolling their GameStop covered calls? The man says Sky High waiting for more 2026 option chains rolling here. The man, I'm hoping after June earnings they will make more chains. Caroline, rolling with Bruce. Nicest. I think we have another squeeze on the way. Stock basket is basketing. Okay, Brian. Number 92, thumbs up, Bruce. Good morning. Can someone write me a $40 call? Caroline, rolling down the river, left a good job in the city, listening to a person who doesn't have any skin in the game or GameStop. There you go. Stock Jockey, welcome to the party, pal. Susan, number 96, thumbs up. Good GameStop morning, everybody. It's mornings like this. We're all so happy we took the plunge to learn how to become option writers. Days like today on GameStop, we know exactly what to do next. There you go, Brian. Sky High Kite. I'm going to have somehow. My 27s are very expensive to roll now. Bobby, frying cheese on a bagel with sesame seed sprinkle. You probably learned that from Auntie Jen. Bruce, JIH or JLH, wondering the best place to E-Trade anyone has found to keep brokerage balance for best interest. Any suggestions? Thank you. Depends where you live. Are you in America? Are you in Britain? Are you in Denmark? Are you in Canada? If you're in America, there's all kinds of opportunities out there. Some of these folks will give you an idea. You got to figure that out. Charlie, I'm in. Can't wait for class 19. Gourmez, I'm still sitting on my $5 shares from 2020. Simon, here we go. Corinne, 105. Gourmez, 125 after the split. Giddy up. Splair, at least $14 at SoFi would be some kind of strength, but it feels like sitting on canopy on a level stock price. We're all waiting for SoFi. Timotheus, I love that GameStop bought Bitcoin. You can make something out of that number. Remember, RC tweets at 741, GameStop galore, lore. Oh my gosh. They're already going that direction. I don't know what stock is talking about. Mandu is here, number 110. James, the mystery tree. Wasn't Savage doing that tongue-in-cheek, shouting bye to gamblers and saps? Not us, I figured. Mark Downs, number 113. Cutting Edge. Thanks for the answer, Bruce. I appreciate you. You got it, buddy. The man, I truly believe I changed my son's life. He turned 18 in February, and I gave him the advice of options trading, gave him some pointers, and he started down the YouTube rabbit hole. He is now writing options at the age of 18. Boy, is he going to get rich. Sharon, 120 on the thumbs up meter. Brian, Rocket Lab hit 30 yesterday. Matt, anyone know of any U.S. broker that pays interest on cash tied up from selling puts? Mike says Fidelity does. 512 million divided by 457 to 10 coins, possibly 91,000 a coin. And Mike H, cash in SPACs. Brian, Juan, where does the 512 come from? And I think they bought Bitcoin with profit from the last quarter. JD, guys, and Uncle Bruce got two $50 covered calls expiring Jan 27, 496 premium. Now they're trading at twice that. Should I buy back or leave it? I'd lose whatever crazy upside that might abound if I fold my arms. For now, I'd leave it. The higher the stock goes, the contract will slow down its gains, and it'll be replaced with a book value if it breaks 50. But there's obviously rampant speculation on there at the moment. We're 35.38, only up 37 cents. We've got 18 minutes to go before we open. We could fluctuate between 33 and 37 today, 34 to 38. I don't know. Just rest, relax, fold your arms, keep the money. Let's keep going. Matt says, thanks to Mike. Susan Shops, thoughts? Should we wait to write cash secured puts on Gamestop for a red day or just write more today? Look, I get this every day. I get this question every single day, and I don't have the right answer. Never do I have the right answer. Half the time I'm dead right. Half the day I'm dead wrong. Sometimes nothing happens. I look at dollars and go, I want them. And if I've written cash secured puts that are plummeting in price, and I can buy them for 20 cents on the dollar, I'm not waiting to make another nickel on the dollar. I am taking that off the table, and I will immediately write a new cash secured put at a higher strike. Further out in time, of course, for more dollars. Can you replace pennies, nickels and dimes with dollars? There's your answer. Do it. Don't get cute. Just take the damn money. If it wants to keep going, you'll roll again. It's okay. Mike and Matt, no problem. The man, Matt, I currently got 3.95 on all cash and cash reserved through Fidelity. Jeff, I have $35 June's 20 GameStop cover calls. I think I'm folding my arms right now. JD says, thanks, Uncle B. John Story expected the BTC Bitcoin buy. I bought put credit spreads for June 20 GameStop 33 and 28s for 215. I wrote put credits, right? You didn't buy them, you wrote. Should be cheap to buy back today. Second best spread of my entire life. There you go. Eventually, you guys will get the lingo right. It's only a matter of time. But yes, you wrote them, and you brought in 215 on a $5 spread. That is incredible. 42% return on your money to write the damn thing. And, that's good stuff. I'm impressed. That's nice. Keep us posted, John. Mike H., that's the one-day yield demand. Jeff, Bitcoin purchases was after the big Bitcoin run-up. Mike H., 1 year, 4.57%. John, I sold the put spreads. Naturally, I wrote them. Yes, of course. The man, Mike, technically it's a 7-day yield. Mike, it's also the one. Mike H., 393. All right, moving on. Charlie, I think I'm going to write some GameStop put credit spreads today along with my triple Qs. There you go. Giddy up, kids. And the good thing about spreads on GameStop, you don't have to write them for Friday. You can write them for a month from now, 2 months from now. Take a big chunk of dough, and you can still close them out in a couple of days. If the stock takes a pop to 40, 43, you're laughing. I mean, yeah. So, hey, it's only if and if, but you feel good about GameStop going forward, then there you have it. But stay well behind the stock, which you can if you give it time. That's the other advantage for doing this. The man, Mike H., yeah, I like watching the 7-day as the 1 year has more fluctuation. The man, Mike H., since it's compounded daily. Welcome all to the program. We're opening up in 15 minutes on the session. The Qs are up 117 this morning at 522.39. They did touch 523 today. The Dow is down 18 points with about 14 minutes left to go before we start to trade. We were up about 10, 20 points. We haven't done much today. The S&P 500 is about 4 3/4 points higher, it would appear. We've got NASDAQ now about 49 points higher on the session. Gold is up 750. Crude oil up 95 centinos. All right. Dude says, Uncle Bruce, I checked the 10K, and it's exactly like the press release. We don't know what price they bought them for. We have no idea. Mike H says that's true. Brian, dude, don't you just love the mystery and allure of GameStop? You know, unbelievable. Jeff, I have $24 Rocket Lab cash secured puts expiring this Friday and next Friday. Think I'll roll both the 26th and another week out. So there you go. Giddy on up. Let's take a look at some of our favorite stocks that we like to follow here, starting with Rocket Lab, $29.85 right now, up 109. SoFi is up 4 to $13.43. GameStop holding a 55-cent gain of $35.56. The volume on GameStop looks to be over 3.5 million, could be over 4 by now. Triple Q's up 114. MicroStrategy down 370 this morning. Spire unchanged on the Smart Rent up to 87 cents, interestingly. Apple up $1. Tesla up 230. Microsoft up 120. Alphabet up 59 cents. Amazon down 13 cents. NVIDIA's up 75. Their earnings come out tonight after the bell. Meta Platforms down 57 cents. Super Microcomputer was up 148 yesterday, up 68 cents now at 42.25. The ASTS Super Mobile Incorporated is now 25.20, up 36 cents. AI, I think tonight after the bell, they release numbers. I think so. They're unchanged, 23.93. At the moment. Palantir up 31 cents to 123.70. Unity down a penny at 21.80. Goldman Sachs no change today, 615.73. Cisco down 3 cents at 63.73. The spiders are up 34 cents. Netflix up 123, gained 26 yesterday. It's now $1,212 a share. Pfizer down 6 cents. ARC Innovations up 18, IBM down 104, Uber up 28 cents, HPQ up a penny. They might come out tonight. I'm not sure if they're coming out tonight with earnings. Home Depot down 240, Vanik is up 81, Adobe down up 189, and Enphase up 3 cents. So mixed market here and there, but definitely Rocket Lab pushing 30. And GameStop having already broken 37 this morning, just to give us a bit of a pre-indication early that the market liked the news about GameStop now being a holder of Bitcoin. Interesting how that is coming across the world. Again, thank you, those of you who have already made a donation to get into the class. Class 19. Make sure to follow up your donation. Please send me a private email at brucefromm@hotmail.com. That's all down below. And just to reaffirm that you've made a donation through PayPal, and that way I can register you in with your email address that you're in. This way I can send you, of course, the link to the live session, class number 19, on Saturday, coming up, June the June the 14th, Saturday, June 14th at noon Eastern, probably around between around 11:30 Eastern and noon is usually when I pound out the links to get you in. And it's inevitable. I'm usually slower than I'd like to be. And sometimes some of you send me, hey, are you sending me a link? Don't worry, I'll send you a link. We won't start the class until the class is there. So it's not like we're under the gun to start right at noon. This session usually lasts a couple of hours, sometimes 2.5 hours. because we are doing a lot of occasional kibitzing here. There's also Q&As that go a little longer. The edited version of the class that will be sent to all of you who are in the live session, and for those of you who just want to acquire the class later, will be edited down in time. We take out a lot of the dead air and stuff, and any glitches we have, we try to eliminate that. Emily does a great job for us on the editing. So join us if you like. If you want to learn all about 0-day to expiry options and learn how to become a credit spread writer of calls and puts and start to enjoy daily cash flow from 0-day to expiry, or every second day or third day or weekly cash flow from these kinds of contracts, come on by and join us. Become a member of the live class, and you too can, through Auntie Jen, get to me live. She reads every comment, and she is on it. She stops me in the middle of a presentation. She say, wait a minute, you just said something a minute ago. There are 4 questions about that. They didn't quite get it. We'll redo it until you get it. We don't move on. It's in plain English. And if you've taken the first 18 lessons, number 19 will just flow, no problem, as we move on. And we take you down the road to the next level, the next level, the next level, the next level of becoming an option writer. Thank you all for joining us. We are 8 minutes away from opening. If you want to become registered for the class, you want to reserve a seat, check out the description below. The description there is how to register. It's all there. You make that donation to that PayPal account that we talk about, and send me a private email confirming, okay? And we'll get you in to win, baby. Earn while you learn. Let's go. Brian, NVIDIA earnings, after hours today. Hopefully it pops my SMCI shares. The man, GameStop, June earnings. Going to be a wild ride. I can't wait for this. Dude, Uncle Bruce, though, they will have to file the price they paid on their next ER, so we'll know then. The earnings report. New Bitcoin accounting rules require them to show gain on Bitcoin purchased at price at the close of the quarter. Okay, thank you for that, dude. John T., is it just me, or did we think GameStop would have used more of their cash? Probably smart to make many announcements of purchases. I suspect this is only the beginning. Yeah, I think we're only just starting off here. Dude, so if Bitcoin closes higher or lower, that's the price they have to account for as their cost average. Yeah, they can't hide forever, says dude. Brian, do you know how they would account for Bitcoin on the balance sheet? Would it just be under cash and cash equivalents or investments? Or would they have a Bitcoin line item? I don't know. The man, GameStop, is coming after Berkshire. Henry T., cash secured puts GameStop, $35. Expiring Jan 16, 26 is $8. Juicy premium. Wait till the opening. We'll then know for sure. John T. Uncle Bruce, I have call credit spreads on Qs that expire today, 520 to 523. And I'm going to roll them out today. Any ideas how far out I should go? Well, check for tomorrow and for Friday, and check those first, of course, and then check out Monday all through next week. And you find the one that just appeals to you. Maybe you end up rolling into 525, 528s next Wednesday expiry, or next Friday expiry, or Friday expiry. Maybe you end up going, nah, I want to be 530, 533. I want to be 535, 538. I want to really get away from this market. This market moved up 11 something yesterday. I don't want to be near this thing. So maybe you'll go days out, a week out, 10 days out, and really stretch get away from this market. Again, you have the power to do so. And so you check it out. Let's see what happens. Frugal City. Anyone have good suggestions for custodians that allow unfettered options buying and selling and self-directed 401ks? I can roll in to form a company 401k. I have no idea myself. Mr. Premium, happy Wednesday. Time to fill our pockets. Stockman Mark, hello, Mr. Pato. Let's fill them. And John T., thank you, Uncle B. You got it. All right, we're going to member-only commentary right now. Thank you, all of you who have been here for the free ride today. appreciate you. Please become a member of this channel. If you'd like to make comments and get answers to your questions while the market is trading, love to join you, have you join us as members. Gold Bagel members, don't forget tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, it's Prime Time Live with your buddy, me, Uncle Bruce, will be live today, 7 o'clock Eastern, only for Gold Bagel members. Look forward to having you join us for that. It's always a good show. Should be a very busy show tonight with all the goings on out here, to say the least. Thank you again for being members of this channel. 200, over 300 now have answered the question of the day. 306 of you, 307 of you now have answered the question of the day. I appreciate this. 141 thumbs ups, also much appreciated. 312 people here today. Welcome all of you to the show. Here's the question of the day. Please fill in your comment on this one. With GameStop buying up 4,710 Bitcoins, I can see the stock running up to a certain dollar amount in the next 90 days. Do you think the speculation will bring the stock to 40 bucks a share? 36% of you think it'll get to 40. To 50, 21% of you think it'll get to 50. 67%, about 20 of you or so. And over $60, this baby is going to do what it did last year, Uncle Bruce. Last year, this time, it went up to 64 on Roaring Kitty. Now it's going to go over 60 because of Bitcoin. 35%, over a third of you now. That's over 100 of you are thinking 60. I think you might be right. Maybe not in one day, but over a couple of weeks, and especially, I mean, hey, if Bitcoin wants to go to 100, 125,000, it takes another shot higher. Watch out. This stock is gone. This thing will go because it is held so widely by so many retail investors. You're not going to shake them out easily. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, 315 now have voted. 316, thank you for coming in on that. Also, if you can hit the thumbs up button at the same time, give us a little more momentum for 200 thumbs up is what we're trying to hit. We did break 200 yesterday. Thank you, everybody, yesterday. We broke 200 thumbs ups. We're at 145 right now, trying to get closer to that 200 level. I think we're going to make it today. Benway 138, thank you for your work. Uncle B, dude, Brian, we'll both know in about a month, I assume, under cash equivalents. Brian, I have 400 shares uncovered. I might just hold these puppies here. Giddy up, buddies, boys and girls. Like what can I say? You do what you got to do. You play it the way you want. You can hold the stock. You can write covered calls on the stock. You can write, you can sell the stock, buy deep in the money calls and write cash secured puts. You can sell the stock and write you can write poor man covered calls if you buy deep in the money calls. And then you can write cash secured puts. Or you can also write put credit spreads. Don't write call credit spreads, write put credit spreads. Stay behind that stock and let it keep going. There are so many ways to make money on GameStop and on AI, Unity, ASTS, SoFi, Rocket Lab, any of the other stocks. And then, of course, zero data trading options, zero data expiry contracts like the Qs, SPYs, SPXs, so many potentials. We'll go over all of the zero data expiry strategies on June 14th, Saturday, June 14th, noon, lesson number 19. Welcome to the party, pal. How to write zero day to expiry call and put credit spreads with your buddy Uncle Bruce. Looking forward to producing that lesson for you. And I'm sure it'll be a fun lesson for all of us. We'll get a lot out of it. The old whiteboard will be put to work in Calgary as we go live. Cindy B, I had to watch Dumb Money again last night. What a story about GameStop. You know what I do when I watch that movie? I freeze the image when people show their phones that they're about to enter an order. And I go, oh, that person, that character is buying call options. Oh, that person is buying stock. I love watching that because I'm sure many of you do the same thing because you know what that means. People who just watch the movie don't know what that means. They see the screen on their iPhones and they don't know what that entails. Many of you do. Richard, neat, we're opening here. Dude, let's see if they come up with a plan to acquire more, depending on what could mean in the world. 10 to 25 times. I have a feeling they don't have a plan yet, but I'd love to be surprised. ALA, the bells have been rung today by ALA with a couple of neat emojis right behind it. Well done, everybody. We're open for trading now. We're getting this party started. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for your support of this YouTuber. Appreciate you all being here. It's great to have you in the house. And welcome, Familia. If you are a member, you're certainly free to comment and ask any questions right now about what's going on. Thank you all so very much for joining me. We're at 35.22, up 21 on GameStop, a minute in. We'll see in the next 15, 20 minutes how it all starts off. SoFi is at 13.40, up a penny. The Qs are up 86 cents. The Dow's up 4 points. It's a quiet opening for the big markets. But that's not what we're paying attention to. Rocket Lab now $29.84, up $1.08. ASTS is up a penny. The MicroStrategy stock, that's down 5.80 at 366. AI up 7. Supermicro up 38 cents. NVIDIA up 7. Tesla down 75. Early start and early quotes. We'll follow this now closely as the first 15, 20, 30 minutes rolls along. We'll find out what kind of pent-up interest there is in GameStop. Will it trade more shares today than yesterday? We've already done 5.5 million today. Typically, they say the average now is 11 million. Up until a week or two ago, we were doing 5 million a day on GameStop. Now it's lifting higher on an average volume basis. But 34.07 now, down 94. I don't know whether to believe this or cut bait. We're going to see some wild swings, and welcome to the party, pal. If it has a low pop to start the day, what a perfect time to write a cash-secured put. More money. I take it. Let's see what gives. I think the upside is over 60 in the next 90 days, but it could be 30 days. It could be 2 weeks. Don't know. We know that they're into Bitcoin. Now the question is what they pay for it and what will Bitcoin do and where is it going and all of that. And of course, if Bitcoin has a terrible day, then it'll affect GameStop for a day. But if Bitcoin has a terrible start and then a phenomenal rush higher, you'll see intraday turnaround moves on GameStop. So there's volatility coming on your GameStop, which for some of you is exactly what you want. You love volatility on GameStop. So we'll see what gives, kids. Welcome to the program all, and thank you for joining in with us today. It's wonderful to have you in the house to join us today live here on Stock Markets with Bruce. We're up 44 now on the Dow. We're up 8.5 on S&P. We're up 32 on NASDAQ. The VIX is up 6 to 1902. Oil is up $1 to a barrel at the moment. J-Boy is in the house. Morning, all. We haven't seen Rugman in a while. Henry T, let's go. The bell has rung. DH is here. Brian S. Thing is down a little bit. Cash secured puts time, I think. There you go. There's the point. 51-point gain on the Dow. Qs are up $1. SPYs are up 59. SoFi down 3. GameStop at 33.22 off 179. Early morning hit there on 7.8 million. I don't think it's going to last long. And I wonder if this is a short or trying to drop it. Again, we haven't seen this kind of activity in quite some time. Remember, at 33 a share, the stock is $132. If you do the 4-for-1 rollback from a couple of years ago. At $40 a share, we're at 160. At $50 a share, we're at 200. Remember, 200 a share on GameStop? We're not that far away from that. $60 a share, 240. The first time that GameStop hit 200 a share, 250 a share, 300 a share, they did not have $6 billion cash in their account. They do now, 5.9 billion in cash and about 500 million in Bitcoin. So this company is far cash richer than it ever was on the first go around when the movie was talked about, that dumb money movie. So yeah, things have changed. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining us. Now let's see how the market plays itself out today. GameStop could have a dip at the opening and be up $5 in the next hour. It could be 38.50 in an hour from now. All bets are off. I wouldn't bet against this stock. Not at all would I bet against this stock. I'm worried about the upside, not the downside. The Qs are up 126. We've got SoFi up a penny. GameStop down 128 now, 33.70. We've got Rocket Lab up 182 at 30.58. $30.58 on the Rocket Lab stock. We're up a quarter on ASTS. MSTR down 3.50. AI down a penny. Supermicro up 7. NVIDIA down 3 cents. Tesla down $1.20. Palantir up 180. Google up 130 now. Apple up $2. Microsoft down 24 cents. Meta down is up 7.13, by the way. Broadcom up 128. Amazon up 89. Intel down 12. Netflix down a nickel. That's rare to see it just that bit of a move. SmartRent at 84 cents a share. Coinbase down 9. Costco up 5.40. Eli Lilly up 140. Uber up 45 cents. Cisco unchanged. Adobe up 220. AMD at 113.95, down 61 cents. Unity up $1.06. Enphase down 35 cents. Spire 10.86, down 2 cents. Moderna is down 43 cents at 26.33. Pfizer down 9. IBM is up 98 cents to 264. IBM's 52-week high is 269. It is $5 away from its highest level in a year. HPQ down 18 cents. Home Depot down 52. Vanik Semiconductors down 24. Goldman Sachs up $1.40. Boeing is up 77 cents. Target is down 29. JP Morgan up 37. Walmart is up 37 cents. Disney down 27. American Airlines 11.67, up 3 cents. DraftKings down 8 cents. And AMC off 21 to 3.80 a share, where Royal Caribbean down 120 to 254.87. Mixed market at the moment. Watching to see where we end up here in the first hour. Things settle out. We're up 68 on the Dow. A slow improvement, but nothing dramatic. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 48 on NASDAQ. And the Qs are up 157. The Spiders are up 94. SoFi up 3. GameStop back to 34.08. It got down to 33.15, now 33.84 and 34.08. So we're about 50, 60 cents off the lows, maybe 70 cents off the lows. 9.7 million so far turning through GameStop. I don't think there's enough selling to stop this stock. I don't think so. I think it'll go higher. It'll be interesting to see now. Will additional announcements start coming out from GameStop? And will GameStop, are they at GameStop with Ryan Cohen already doing derivative trading to enhance revenue for Bitcoin? Are they writing the equivalent of call options on the Bitcoin they have to bring in 20, 25% more money already? And are they going to put that into Bitcoin and build it up? I don't know. I'm not putting it past them. I would be doing it if I were running the company, but hey, I'm not Mr. Cohen. We'll find out what happens eventually. We'll just see what's going on. The speculation on GameStop is the question on everyone's mind. What will GameStop start to do? Are we going to start trading 30 to 60 million shares a day? 40 to 70 million shares a day turnover instead of 8, 10, 11 million a day? Are we going to get Roaring Kitty showing up with, posts? Are the rumors going to fly about massive option position trades going on? Is there going to be all kinds of shenanigans happening in the options market that would seem to indicate we're going to go to 50, 60, 70 a share on GameStop? I have no idea. This is the time it could happen. This is the reason it could happen. These are the circumstances that we could have a lot of speculation on GameStop when it begins to diversify their capital into other assets. All bets are off. This is not the 2021 GameStop anymore. That company with 5,500 stores isn't around anymore. It's now a company with 3,200 stores, probably just U.S. stores. and cash and no debt and now Bitcoin and who knows what. Yeah, there's a whole lot of, I think, rampant speculation coming into the GameStop shares. I think they're going to be very active going forward. But hey, just a guy in front of a computer talking to 318 people saying, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the party, pal. Anything I see, I'll tell you about. But you got to make your move in the meantime with option writing to take advantage of this market. And there are those of you who are doing just that. Congratulations, all of you. SoFi down 2. GameStop 33.75 down 126. Rocket Lab 29.54 after breaking 30 first thing this morning. There you go. There's the story. Now, the question of the day keeps bringing in responses. Thumbs ups keep coming. Thank you for that, by the way. 167 thumbs ups. Thank you. Only 33 away from 200. We have 361 people answering the question of the day. I see the stock running up to $40 a share in the next 90 days. 36% say that. Running up to $50 a share in the next 90 days. 20% believe it'll break 50. Up to 60, 8%. Over 60, $60 a share in the next 90 days. 36%. That is tied for the most popular answer. $40 a share, 36%. Over 60, 36%. This is a very interesting answer here. Very interesting question today. Thank you for participating in that. If you're watching the show and you can hit that poll question for me, please do. And hit the thumbs up button at the same time and give my show a little momentum today. Thank you, all of you, for being around. 174 thumbs ups. We're 26 away from 200. I love it. Fantastic. Yes, over 60 a share, 36%. Over 40 a share, 36%. Interesting market. Charles and Jamham and Binu, we've got people here coming in for the class. I see class registrations kicking in right here. I promise to thank you all for your donation, and we will get you on the list to register you for the class on how to write 0 day to expiry call and put credit spreads. June 14th is the date of the class. Noon Eastern time is the time of that class. And Auntie Jen will be moderating it as usual. We'll be doing it from Calgary with the whiteboard. And all of you who are in that class will receive an edited, completed version of that class that will be ultimately available on the website for anyone else. You guys get to join me live, and you get the class edited as well down the road. So thank you all who are already pre-registering today. Registrations are now open for this class. And Auntie Jen always tells me we can't do too many of them. I don't want to have 500 people, We haven't had that problem. We haven't had that kind of a problem. But this might be a record for the most participants in a lesson because the demand for this info has been pretty high. So get your name in there when you can, and let's go, and we'll get you nailed in there, and guarantee you your slot, and away we go. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me right now. 92-point gain on the Dow, 15 on S&P, and 55 on NASDAQ. That appears to be the markets right now. It is not a dramatic run like yesterday, not at all. And I'm not expecting it. I'm actually expecting a little selling sometime today. There hasn't been any real profit taking since yesterday's kind of nice run. And so we'll see about that. Not looking for a bloodbath or anything like that, but I'm kind of looking for a moderate day. We'll see how this goes. We're up about a quarter of a percentage point at the moment. Oil up 111 and the VIX up 11 cents right now. The Qs are 523 up 192, 523.14 at the moment. And I welcome you all to the show here. Okay, what's in? What's going on? One, Uncle Bruce, you know I'm in for that class. ALA, gotta love the panicked shorting on GameStop. We know their tricks. Why wouldn't they just give up and go broke? It would be less stressful for those guys. Beach Boy, new class. What is the subject? Cindy, I have 10 poor man covered calls on GameStop, and I moved my January 26th up into the same date while moving my longs to 2027 from 10 to 13-ish. I wish the option market would open some months between 26 and 27 soon. It is coming soon, Cindy. It will happen. You just have to wait it out. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. But the stock moving up now, when these shares do these moves, and it breaks 37 this morning, if it breaks 40 in the next day or two, and then 45 next week, if that were to happen, the option chains will appear. It's going to happen. You're just going to have to patiently wait it out because things are moving up for you, and that's the name of the game. Well done, those of you who have deep in the money calls on GameStop and you are writing calls on your GameStop. Nicely done, everyone. ALA, 11.5 million volume on GameStop already. Wow. Brian, there was a Decrypto article in GameStop about it. Okay, I don't know what that means. 33.78 now on GameStop, down 123. SoFi down 1 penny. Qs are up 151. The Dow's up 91. Rocket Lab up 65 to 29.41. We've broken 30 today a couple of times. Pre-market and now trading. ASTS down 20. Another headline on Barron's. GameStop makes its first Bitcoin purchase from meme stock to Next MicroStrategy. This headline is circulating a second time on the feed at Market Watch. So this news is getting out about GameStop. The question is the impact of this news. How will this be read, and how will it be interpreted? I don't know. We'll find out as as we go along here. I'm just doing what I can with what little I have, and we'll keep you posted on the whole story. Welcome all to the show, and welcome all to the program. James of the Mystery Tree, I just sold a 32.50 cash secured put on GameStop. June 20 expiry. I got filled at 335. Thank you very much. That's nice. Out of the money, cash secured put for 335 cash, which means he's willing to pay. What is that? $29.15 for GameStop. If you get exercised at 32.50, he net pays $29.15. It's a 33.79 stock. Nice. Very nice, Jane. I like your odds of winning this 1 month contract. 1 month, you're getting 10% on your money for a 1 month commitment on this cash secured put. This is stealing. This is, James, you should feel guilty about taking this kind of money from innocent victims who don't know what they're doing. I have to commend you though for doing it. I think you should take candy from babies. I really do. This is good. I'm just a guy watching this market, 33.85, going back to 34 here, and James is taking money away from gamblers. Giddy up is right, buddy. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Look, kids, those of you who can write 10 of those, that's $3,385 for a month. That's not bad. If you can write 20 of them, $6,700. There's a month's paycheck right there for a lot of you folks. 67 after tax. What are you going to make? $9,000 to get that kind of money net? Not bad. Yeah, giddy up. J-Boy, I just sold 47 30/50 cash secured puts on GameStop for 44 cents that die on Friday. I bought back my cash secured puts on Unity yesterday. I'm having a good time, Bruce. I like this game. 47 contracts at $44 a pop is what's going on here. What's that, $1,700 something dollars? $1,800 for 2 days. Okay, there you go. Mind you, what are we thinking regarding NVIDIA's quarterly results tonight? I have no idea. I don't know. The stock here is, what's it doing now? It's at 135.22, down 28 cents. The high of the stock, 153. The low, 86. It might not do a damn thing. It might move $5 each way and do nothing. But then again, it might move 15 each way. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Time will tell. I will say that tomorrow, once we're open and settle out, that's when you take a look whether you're going to do a credit spread on NVIDIA. You're going to then see, okay, it went up $15. Okay, I'm going to write up put credit spread. I'm going to write one way up here. Stock's at 150 a share. I'm going to write 170s, 180s for like a couple of weeks. If the stock goes down $15 to 115 a share, 120 a share, you might want to write $100 to $105 put credit spreads for a couple of weeks out. You'll decide then, but you got to wait until after. Let it all happen tonight and pre-market tomorrow and open, and then we'll see what what it offers you. There's nothing wrong with that play. We're now negative on the NASDAQ. We've gone down 2 points. We're at 591.12 on spiders, down 3. The Qs are falling and now at 521.85. If not worse, we're going lower now in this market. We went from 523.68 and now we're on 521.40, something like that. Giving up some ground, 521.50, only up 25 cents on the Qs. A little pullback going on. Following that and other things, the Dow up 34, S&P almost unchanged, NASDAQ down 6.7 points. It must have been a sell program come through somewhere. GameStop 33.86, trying to actually come up again to the 34 level. If it breaks 34, it'll only be down $1. And I think from there it's gone because I think this artificial selling coming in. I think it's a shorter trying to pound it back. I don't think they're going to be successful. I doubt it. GameStop volume now, 12.4 million in 23 minutes. So I think as the day wears on and the week wears on, GameStop will keep bringing in buyers on this Bitcoin move. You don't, for those of you who don't know or not aware, there are millions of people around the world that follow Bitcoin. Millions. A bunch of those people play the market. They've just found out today GameStop is in Bitcoin. They just figured it out. They're just learning, depending on their time zone around the planet. So there could be quite a bit of participation into GameStop now by Bitcoin speculators who are going to now play the swings of GameStop. So we haven't even started yet. This is a nothing burger here. Watch for that. SoFi down 7. The Qs are at 521.86, only up 67 cents. The Dow has gone red again at the moment. And I've been calling for a slight pullback on the markets. I've been figuring there would be one because we had a really good day yesterday, and it makes sense to have some profit taking today. That is not an unusual thought to have that happen. I'm just a guy talking about what's going on in the marketplace right now. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We have a lot to follow here today, a lot, all happening at the same time. Rocket Lab holding a 15-cent gain, only at $28.91. It's traded $8.5 million today, Rocket Lab. So there's some good news happening there. ASTS down 31, MSTR down 790. Jason, you're in. No, what is that? Place a piece of pie. Oh, thank you, Jason, for that donation. Appreciate that. PayPal donation. Jason, thank you. That is awesome. AI down 25, SMCI down 40, NVIDIA down 3, Tesla down 187. More red than green now. Palantir up 150, Google up 140, Apple down 7. Microsoft is only up 41 cents. Meta up 370. Broadcom up 20 cents. Amazon up 28. Intel down a nickel. Netflix only up 43 cents. Coinbase down 693. Costco up 490. EI Lilly down 62. Uber up 42. Cisco down 6. Adobe up 75, AMD down 26, Unity up 120. Then we got some red here. Enphase is off 64, Spire down 17, Moderna down 49, Pfizer down 10, IBM down 48, HPQ down 30, Home Depot down 49, Vanex Semiconductors off 31, Goldman down 86 cents, Boeing is up 65, Target down 42, JP Morgan down 18, Walmart up 35, Disney is off 46, American Airlines down 9, DraftKings down 33, AMC down 38, and Royal Caribbean down $2. More red showing now on a bunch of these stocks, and so that's showing these indexes moderating a little bit now. Qs are up 55 cents, off about almost $1.80 from their highs so far today. Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you with us today. 33.86 on the GameStop shares. They are inching back to $34 ever so slightly. The low, 33.15, 33.85. We're up 70 from the low. The high today, 35.81. Already this morning's pre-market, we broke 37 on GameStop this morning. I think we're going past that. I really do. I don't know if today will be the day, but it will break that, in my opinion. But I'm just a guy, you know. I'm just a guy. You have to decide for yourself. Welcome all. Okay, Uncle Bruce, I rolled calls out, says Dude Face. Add to my puts, closed the spread, and added a few new ones for the put side. I brought in about $2,800. Not bad. Now to get breakfast and relax. Not a bad day today. Joanne, dude, I just rolled 3 of my calls on GameStop and time for cake. Or something on cake. Henry T, I rolled yesterday my cash secured puts on GameStop, $32 expiring July 18 for $355. Mandu, looks like I'll be closing my put spreads today on NVIDIA and wait till tomorrow to reopen. Thank you, Uncle B. There you go. Always good to stay on the sidelines on earnings days. Credit spread writers, you don't need to speculate. Let the speculation happen with NVIDIA, and then tomorrow morning, once we're open, half an hour into the day, then you make your move. It's all good. When you create your next call or put credit spread the day after earnings come out, you're looking for boredom. You're looking for depreciation. You're looking for shrinkage. You're looking for contracts that are on their way to zero, because that's the point. You're looking to take the credit spread. So take a day off and say, okay, I'll see you tomorrow, NVIDIA. We'll score on you then. Let the rampant gamblers play all day tonight, tomorrow morning. You come in tomorrow as a casino and say, hey, you want some of these? And you'll offer worthless contracts that you know are going to die that on Friday or next Friday or the Friday after. Soon, you'll be writing 3 times a week on NVIDIA as we go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday expiries. And shortly after that, guess what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday expiry on all Magnificent 7 stocks and additional ETFs. And this is why less than 19 is where you want to be Saturday, June the 14th. There's a whole bunch of stocks this year and next year that are going to become 0 day to expiry eligible for trading. And you want to be the writer. You are going to be the casino. You're going to take stupid amounts of money. Do not be surprised if the brokerage firm you're using now is going to really promote to you 0 day to expiry option contract strategies. They're going to be all kinds of this stuff, and you want to be ahead of this curve by a country mile, because I'm telling you, there are going to be tens of millions of gamblers coming into the option market to attempt to score easy money by buying and selling calls and puts. Your job is to take their bets. Your job is to take their stupid bets, their idiotic bets, their bets that have no hope in succeeding. You have got to take tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars off the table from the gamblers on a daily basis. It's your job. You've got to take this money. If you don't take this money, you're leaving it to the guys and girls who are flying it at 35,000 feet above your head in private jets because no one else wants to take the money but these guys. You gotta take your piece of the action. If that gets you to maybe Netflix membership program for a private jet, or it lets you fly business class going forward, or it allows you to upgrade your car, or it allows you to move into a nicer neighborhood, to a nicer house, allows you to retire 10 years, 20 years sooner. It allows you to quit your day job and be a self-employed option writer and travel the world while doing it. If it allows you to do any of those things, it's a good thing. And so lesson 19 is coming up, kids. June 14, register today. And let's go. Let's get you in there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Dude, this is a perfect day for writing, Bruce. Henry T., it's a good idea to let my cash secured puts NVIDIA 128 expire 5:30, Uncle Bruce. Is it a good idea? Well, the stock is what, just over that? Is that right? It's 135. You are out of the money. They die on the 30th. Yes. You're speculating on what's going to happen today. That's what you're doing. If you don't close it today and the stock drops $15 a share tomorrow and it's sitting at 120, you're $8 in the money and you blew it because you die Friday. I would not be in this contract at all. I'd be out of here saying, all right, I'm going to fold my arms and maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. Look, how much more are you going to make on this contract? What's left to be made? Because if the shares open at 150 on tomorrow, and you write a 140 cash secured put, good for January 26, you may haul in $12, $15. I don't know. Why don't you take that as your next trade? Again, you have to decide for yourself. Anyway, should I let them die? J-Boy, taking the kids to the pediatrician. Have a great and profitable day, everybody. Charlie, I wrote Q's call spreads, 7 of these, 531, 529. The premium was 19 cents. Is it worth it? I hope it works. It's a $2 spread. And so it's 19 cents on $2. So it is 9.5% for expiry today. So it could work out nicely. We're at 521. I like your odds with those 529s. I like your chances. John T., question, Uncle Bruce, if I roll out my Qs that expire today and I keep the same spread at the same price, should I expect to collect more premium, or is it normal to pay more to roll? You should get more premium. You should get a bigger credit. You should be. Check your option chain for tomorrow expiry, Friday expiry, all next week, even the same strikes. You should be getting more money. You're offering time, you get more money. You better be getting more money. Check that out. Auntie K is in the house, new member. Welcome, Auntie K, to the program. Gold Bagel Level, welcome to the show. Don't forget tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, Gold Bagel member show tonight. We'll be covering a lot of ground tonight, to say the least, especially with NVIDIA earnings, Gamestop's major announcement today, all kinds of good stuff going on. Welcome to the party. Auntie Jen is here. Have you heard the news, Auntie Jen? Announced an official press release today. They have acquired 4,710 Bitcoins. The speculation, though, we don't have this official because they didn't say anything, but the speculation is, and has been for a few weeks, that GameStop was into Bitcoin at 80,000 a coin. Yeah. It's now around 110.
Right.
If they are truly up 30,000 per coin, they're up $141 million in profit. GameStop shares were $28 last week, 27 something last week. They're $34.27 this morning. In the pre-market, they hit $37. Yes. Ooh. And so now we're asking, could the shares go to 60 in the next 90 days based on this activity? And what if Bitcoin goes to 125,000 in the next month? Trump loves it. Republicans seem to love it. What happens? I'm wondering about that. John T, I'm finding they want me to give up approximately 13 cents to push out a week. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. John, check out further out and go higher strikes. You might want to go a dollar or two more on spread. It'll cost you a little more to do that move, but John, something doesn't add up. Juan, J-Boy, that cash you could put on GameStop for this Friday, that is juicy. Juan, yes, sir, looking at $620, $35 cash you could puts on GameStop, $445. Lots of talk on these desperados wanting to take the market to all-time highs. This is good stuff. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Charlie wrote GameStop 531.29 put spreads May 30. Premium was 39 cents. And Charlie, neat. There you go, buddy. Taking dough, a $2 spread, grabbing almost 40 cents on the $2 spread. That is exceptional for this Friday. That day after tomorrow, these die. 31.29s, GameStop 34.11 right now. I like Charlie's odds of making that money. Set 5 times, almost $40. That's almost $200 profit for a 2-day trade. Nice. Trades are done for the day. My arms are folded, Uncle Bruce. I have done my work. I am now doing this. And I'm going, there's no need for me to jump around like a crazy man. I have put my positions out there. Let them die. Ooh, I love this. One, Uncle Bruce, they are paying 19 cents for this Friday. GameStop, $29.50. Is this a good one? I know it sounds like gambling, but oh well. You're talking about writing a $29.50 cash secured put for 19 cents. I like bringing in dollars. On GameStop, you want dollars. Give them time. Take massive amounts of cash. You deserve to sit on other people's dollars. Lots of dollars. You don't get rich with pennies. You get rich with bucks. Forget the 1-2 day trade for 19 cents. Take a couple of months out and bring in bucks, $3, $4 a contract. Yeah, I like that idea. As many as you can. It's called getting rich, not making friends. Anyway, we're down 22 on the Dow now. The Qs are only up 16 cents. They're falling off. The spiders are negative 55. SoFi down 12. GameStop at 33.91. We're 9 cents away from 34. Again, we're going up. Still down 110 on the session. Rocket Lab 29.01, up a quarter. Should I go July? I go for dollars, man. Dollars. Can you get $3, $4 a contract for 33s? Can you write 32s? What can you get dollars for? Go out to October, go out to Jan. Don't worry about going to January. The stock goes up to $38, $39. The Januaries will fall by 50%. You'll roll those. It's okay. Take money, get interest. Get daily interest on your money. All 3 indexes are negative now. We're down on S&P, we're down on NASDAQ, we're down on the Dow at the moment. That's the story. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Nice to have you here. Qs only up 42 cents, now only up 25 cents. Under pressure and falling. Okay. Under pressure. Down, the SoFi down a dime. And GameStop 33.89. There's where we're at right now. Welcome all to the party, pals. Great to have you in the house with us today as we are following the markets and all the activities of the markets that are going on right now. Jen, how are you?
I'm good.
What kind of bagel should I have today? I think we got to use some eggs.
Yeah.
I think that's
There
the
we
deal.
go.
That's the deal. Do we have ham and
Yeah.
we got ham, cheese, and egg.
We got it.
It's Wednesday.
There you go.
There it is.
Come on, folks. Come on.
What more? We got to eat ourselves out of house and home.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. Awesome, Auntie Jen.
Ketchup.
Of course. Thank you so much. Beautiful kids. Look, I like seeing you guys get richer. The Qs are up to 17 cents. They're falling off here. Those of you written call credit spreads, smiling from ear to ear. Yes, indeed. We're now, what are we into this market now? 40 minutes. Welcome all. The pattern seems to be set here. We've backed off a bit. I don't know if we're going to go down a lot. Don't know if we're going to go up a lot. We'll see what gives. Christine, I bought 1,000 GameStop in the pre-market. It's dropped clearly. Should I write calls? What should I do? Well, wait out this early morning sell-off and then watch it run up and then write calls a little later. You can always sell the stock and write cash secured puts instead. You can play that game. I don't know. You've got options, choices to go from here. Again, I'm just a guy doing what I can. Rocket Lab up 12 cents. We're negative. We're going negative on these markets. I'm seeing more red showing now. That definitely red, which means cash secured puts are going up in value for some of you on some of these different issues. MSTR down 920, AI down 34, Supermicro down 44, NVIDIA down 23, Tesla down 59. All right, there you go. If I sell, I'll lose 1,400. But if you were to write a $30 Jan 26 cash secured put, would you get more than $1.40 for it? I don't know. Otherwise, just sit here. Just sit here for another hour or two and then decide. There's no rush here. No rush at all. But again, you're buying stock. You're not writing options. So you're doing what you're doing. It's totally up to you. Giddy up, kids. I'm just a guy in front of the market. Thank you again for answering the question of the day. Also hitting the thumbs ups for today. Thank you all for this. We now have 188 thumbs ups. We're only 12 away from 200. We have 396 voters on our question of the day. Do you think that GameStop shares will reach 40, 50, 60, or over 60 in the next 90 days now that they're into Bitcoin? Over $60 a share, 35% of you are saying, yeah, 3 months from now, are you kidding me? That's definitely going to break $60 a share. This stock has done it before. It can do it more than again. Get to 60, 9%. Get to 50, 19%. At least get to $40 a share. 37% are going that direction out of 398 people. Thank you again for participating on that. 399 votes and only 188 thumbs ups. Man, you guys are a tough crowd to get a thumbs ups out of. It's very difficult to get thumbs ups out of you guys. Would sure love to get that 200 level nailed down here. 190 in there, 260 watching, 400 answers to the question of the day. That is awesome. 400 answers on GameStop that goes to 40, 50, 60, or over 60. The $40 answer has 37%, and this over $60 answer, 35%. Only 2% differential. And that's with the stock down today. So I think that's pretty powerful for the upside of the stock. Just me. Very, very interesting stuff. Thank you again, everybody. Those of you doing PayPal donations and also registering for lesson number 19. Lesson number 19 coming up to a town near you. We'll be in Calgary. It's June 14th, Saturday at noon Eastern Time. Join us live. Auntie Jen is the moderator, and we'll take your questions, and I will be in front of the whiteboard. We are going to talk to you about how to write 0 day to expiry call and put credit spreads. We're going to show you how to be the casino regarding the 0 day to expiry contracts. This will put you in the driver's seat. I think will put you in the winner's circle, and you will take advantage of some unbelievable silly people out there making really bad choices. Just saying, that's what I think it is. We're now at $32.95 on GameStop. A little sell wave is being hit here. I think it's artificial. I think it's a short seller. I don't think this is a market reaction to Bitcoin. I don't believe so. I really believe that this is a gang of hedge funds trying to crush the GameStop market by keeping it low. Maybe they're playing the options on the other side, and that could be what's going on. There could be some folks out there playing with the contract, playing with the options, the stock, to play the options market and get leverage. I'm just wondering if they're all moving into cash secured puts. Are they moving into some kind of spread situation? What is it? I don't know. Who is it? I don't know. But there's activity going on here. I don't think it's going to last all that long, in my personal belief. But 32.69 is the price of GameStop. I can't make this up. That's what's going on. We're down 232. I think we're going past 60. That's where I think we're going. But one day at a time. We'll see how it plays out. We're down 39 on the Dow, 4-point loss on S&P, down 9 on NASDAQ. Okay. Christina, the $35 calls that expired 2 days are going for 117. Mike H, if you wrote 10 of those, almost recoups all your money. Dude, Christina, are we gambling? We write here, you know. We don't gamble here. Christina can't help herself. Just cannot help herself. She just can't stop it. It just wants the action. What can I say? It is what it is. It be what it be. And Christina wins big, or gets caught for a bit and then has to reshuffle and move on. It's all right. It's going to be okay. Christina makes a lot of money writing. There's no doubt about that. We're down 56 now on the Dow Jones, 4.6-point loss on S&P, NASDAQ down 8.8 points at this moment in time. 406 voters now have come through for the question of the day, and the thumbs up meter is approaching 200. Last I saw, we were at 190. We are trickling up now. Oh, look at that, 201. You blew me out of the water. 201 thumbs ups have come in. Thank you, everyone. 244 are here. 400 plus results on the poll question, and 201 thumbs ups. Awesome, guys. Absolutely awesome. That helps the channel a lot. Just getting thumbs ups in relation to how many people are watching at one time. Yes, that encourages YouTube to send out the alerts. Hey, you may want to watch this guy if you're into GameStop. You may want to watch this guy if you want to make money as a casino. You may want to watch this guy if you want to learn how to write options. You might want to watch this guy for lesson number 19 on June the 14th. Saturday, June 14th at noon Eastern time, as Auntie Jen and I will show you all kinds of techniques to become an option writer, call and put credit spread writer for 0 day to expiry contracts. Welcome to the party, pals. We're going to make you richer if at all possible. Thank you again for those of you yesterday. Some of you yesterday were answering questions on the air. You actually commented on the air about how you're doing on your accounts. How have you done since the beginning of the year? And a number of you came out here and said, I'm up 50%, I'm up 80%, I'm up 70%, I'm up 30% from option premium writing, from being an option writer. A number of you sent me private emails to give me a little more detail how you're doing. Congratulations on all of you out there who have been scoring some nice returns from option writing. And congratulations especially to those of you who are parents and you've got kids in your teens and 20s and they're writing options. You've got them writing options, not buying on gamble options, writing options. And you're showing results from their side. Unbelievable. Some of these kids are in college, some are still in high school, and they're already making money on option writing. I am beyond thrilled, man. Jen and I are like, we're pumped up. Yeah, we are pumped up. When we can hear under 30-year-olds getting into option writing, this is huge, because generally under 30-year-olds want fast action trades. They want in and out action. But under 30 to become an option writer, oh my God, the future for these people is unlimited. Those of you who are in your 50s, you figured out in the last couple of years how lucrative option writing is, and now you look at your kids, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old kids writing options. Can you imagine if you were that age now? Oh my Lord, how much money will these kids make in the next decade? Yeah, life-changing moves. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Christina, I'm not gambling. If I buy the stock and then sell covered calls, that makes me a writer. That's true. Charlie, so close to hitting my goal of 250 a day in profits. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Classes are worth every penny here. Christina, I also just picked up 3 cash secured puts on GameStop, $32. that expired Jan 26, and I received 670. Nice job. Nice job. Bringing in some cash there. Beautiful. Those triple Qs have gone red. We're in the negative now. 521.19. They are falling as the markets have gone red. We're down 30 on the Dow, 15-point loss on NASDAQ, 5-point loss on S&P 500. Running into some resistance. Well, I was expecting that today. I was kind of figuring that that's going to happen. We got Rocket Lab at 28.88. That's given up some ground. It broke 30 today already. SoFi 13.28 down 11. GameStop down 244. That to me is a bargain. But you know, I'm just a guy looking at the longer term, and I'm thinking even 90 days is not that long, but I think we're going to be a lot higher than where we are now. Q's down 24. We're down 20 cents on 23andMe to 290. MicroStrategy down 10.39 at 361. Spire down 20 cents. ATIP down 2. Smart Rent at 82.8 cents. Apple holding a 53-cent gain. Oh, Auntie Jen, doesn't this look absolutely delightful? The sesame seed ham, egg, and cheese.
Hot. It's hot.
Wonderful bagel. Oh, this is so good. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so very much. Love this game. I love it when you kids make money out here. That's what it's all about. JJ, hey, I wrote a covered call 25-27 June spread for GameStop. Got a 25-cent credit on a $2 spread, 12.5% of my money for a month. Thank you, Double D. GameStop, Jan 26, $35 cash secured put. I sold it for $8.75. Unbelievable. That is awesome. That is free money. Absolute free money. That is, wow. That's just, whoa. That's a big wow. Nice job. Oh, that's a nice job. I've got to dip this bagel in the old ketchup here and get into it. It's warm. Mmm. Mmm. Giddy up. Oh, yeah. Giddy up. Henry, I wrote GameStop $32. Looks like a cash secured put. July 3rd expiry, $3.80. Nice right. Very nice. Taking dollars off the table. Dollars. I did a cash secured put, Bruce. JJ, I did a carnival. Was that a carnival 25-27? Again, I'm not sure, JJ. You're leaving me in the dark, so I don't know for sure. It would help if you gave me detail when you write these out for me. Oh, boy. Delicious. Very nice. Very nice. Welcome to the show, everybody. Nice to have you here. GameStop 32.71 here. Low of the day, 32.33. And the volume 19.4 million today on GameStop. So it's an interesting session here. Good volume, lower. Don't know why. I can't justify it down here, but it is. Just is. It's had a good week. A lot of volatility here. I think it's a perfect time to write cash secured puts. Perfect time to put credit spreads together, my opinion. There you go. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you with us. Thanks again for answering the question of the day. 413 of you have answered the poll question today. Thank you for that participation. It means a lot to the YouTube algorithm. We have 208 thumbs up, so that is a big one today. Already 208. Thank you very much for that as well. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you all with us today. Giddy up. Oh, look who's here. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning. Hey, Uncle Bruce, you didn't give us an option to say under 30 on your poll. You're saying it only go up from this morning on. That's like I said, I made the poll before the opening today. I think the stock was $37 a share at the time I did the poll. I do what I can with what I got. That's all I can say. 32.07 right now. That's true. 32.07 is a low of the day here. 32.05 on Gamestop. 32.14 right now. The volume on Gamestop this morning is now showing up 20,600,000. And for those of you out there who want to make money, I think cash secured puts are the way to go. Put credit spreads. Absolutely. If any of you wrote covered calls this morning when the stock was 35, 34, 30, and it's back, the calls have backed off, you might be buying back some of your calls already. All depends. My entire front page of my phone has gone red. Savage of Wall Street goes on to say, by the way, bam, sold 3 Riot $8 cash secured puts. They expired July for 69 cents. Thank you. May I have another one of those? Someone is back from the Lake Tahoe trip and is now loaded for bear. I love it. Welcome, Savage. Way to go. Enjoying a lovely weekend in Lake Tahoe, courtesy of the gamblers. Lovely. Taking the money. Oh, my goodness. Welcome all to the program today. Thank you for joining us from wherever you are. Lots going on out there. Multiple fronts at the same time. Trying to stay on top of this all simultaneously, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and thank you again for subscribing to this channel, becoming members of this channel, joining the Gold Bagel Familia. Join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, for Primetime Live. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. We'll be talking about GameStop today. We'll be talking about NVIDIA tonight. We'll be talking about put credit spread trades. We'll be talking about all kinds of stuff tonight. And we'll be talking about the fact that lesson number 19 is coming up June 14th, and registration is open now for classmates. Become a class member. Love to have you. Beach Boy, I liked Double D, Jan 35 cash secured trade so much. I wrote 5 at 9:05. Thanks, Double D. Thank you, gamblers. GameStop to the moon. There you go, Beach Boy. Nice job, buddy. Savage of Wall Street. I'd like to thank the gamblers who gave me $7 for 2 $40 GameStop covered calls expiring January for $7 a pop. I'm a kind man, and I will let you know. I will let you buy my GameStop for $47 a share. Come on, you can have it. I paid $13 for those. Come on and get me. That's great. The Big E, Neat, zzz, at the end. Classic move. Welcome all to the program. It just might be time with this crazy day to perhaps put up a few knee emojis. Let the Knights of Neat know that they are, and we know they are, the secret power behind this market. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about who dominates the trades. It's the Knights of Neat, and we honor them by putting up the knee emoji attack every once in a while. Boeing Tiger's in on it. So is Richard Carlin. You're not going to stop these guys now. Watch these knee emojis come popping up all over the place. They're going to come in here as I start chomping the second half of my bagel. The knee emoji attack is underway from the viewers of this channel. No stopping. Neat attack whatsoever. Here we go, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. And welcome to the party. Stephen Butler knows what we're talking about. Neat. There they go. Jay Gill, here they go. Watch out. Here they come. Neat emojis. Richard's here. Boeing Tiger is here. Don't get in the way of these guys. You'll get run over. The knee emojis. There's Jeff. There's dude. So many new viewers don't know what's going on. What's with this knee emoji thing? What's that all about? Nate Beach Boy knows. Charlie knows. The Knights of Neat. They demand shrubbery. They must be looked after. Dak knows. Nico. Neat bagel. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Great to have you here with us. Another fun day in the markets. Looks like Rocket Lab has turned green again. SoFi down 16. GameStop 31.85 at the moment. 31.85. Low of the day today, 31.72. The Dow's off 45, S&P down 8, almost down 9, down 30 on NASDAQ. Oil up $1 a barrel. The VIX is up 20. And there you have it. Splayer, 29 today. What are we doing? A neat, double D. Neat emojis, Bruce. Absolutely putting them out there for the Knights of Neat. Wonderful. I'm doing the best I can with this falling apart bagel. Welcome all to the show. Juan, thank you. Juan knows. Neat. Absolutely. Newbies have no idea what we're doing. That's okay. It's all good. It's been a party for a while, hasn't it? 213 thumbs ups. Thank you again. 421 results for the poll question. Thank you again for that. Great to have you in here. Savage of Wall Street. Boom! Last week I sold 10. Bull July 12.50 cash secured puts for 250 each, and today I bought those back from those same stinkers, 145. And boom! Thank you very much, Degenerate Gamblers. 40% return. 1 week move. Nice going, Savage of Wall Street. Charlie, my brother, has asked me about ASTS. I don't really follow it, but I know you're mentioning it sometimes. Can you give me a quick opinion of this thing, Charlie? I'm gonna have to look it up and do some research here. Mandu, neat. What I know about them is that they're launching satellites into space, which are now gonna link phones, regular phones, are going to be able to use these satellites for satellite transmission. And who was it? Verizon has signed up already. AT&T and Verizon, they've signed up to offer satellite telephone system service through cell phones, through this network, through ASTS. It's like they're going to be a utility operator, making money every month, monitoring these satellite transmissions. It's huge. They've raised a ton of money, no debt, and it's a big short position on it, but I don't think the shorters are going to win this one. That's about what I know. That's about what I know. Thank you, everybody. Cindy B says to Charlie, I trade ASTS a lot, selling puts and spreads. Lisa, I repeatedly sell cash to get puts on ASTS in the 2023 strike range. Price target is 40. I've never failed to make money off this stock without owning it. Charlie, thanks, Uncle Bruce and Cindy. Rock and roll. There you go. Oh, delicious. Bagel is done. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Oh, boy. Next week, bagels from Calgary. Oh, yeah. We're slowly finishing off our bagels here. We are strategically eating ourselves out of house and home here at the condo in Rancho Mirage as we finish off the last of our goodies. And then we'll fly up to Calgary on Saturday. June 14th, Saturday, June 14th at noon Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Pacific, we will be live for lesson number 19. Details should be up above on the pinned part of this message today. You can get yourself registered for class 19 when you're ready, and details are down below. Savage of Wall Street says, boom! Just sold 10 Unity $25 covered calls, expiring August for $265. Sell into strength, baby. Thank you all gamblers out there. I appreciate all of you so very much, bringing in $2,650 additional dollars on that trade. Well done. James of the Misty Tree went on to say that ASTS is similar to Starlink, but no extra hardware is required. Plus, I read better tech as far as power and distribution requirements on the ground. Interesting. James, thank you for that update and for that additional info on ASTS. On the technical side, I'm useless, but on the stock side, it is very popular, and it's got a good following for puts and calls. And so people around here are taking advantage of it. Juan B, Uncle Bruce, I have 500 shares of PayPal, and I want to sell 5 covered calls for Jan 26. They're giving me $26.50 for the trade. Does it look good to you? What strike price? I'm all alone here. Jeff rolled my $24 Rocket Lab cash secured puts up and out, or out and up, to June 13th expiry 26s and June 2027 bringing in more cash. Rock and roll. Nothing wrong with that move. Cash is good. We're down 90 on the Dow. We're down 12 on the S&P, and we're down 38 on NASDAQ. About a fifth of a point so far on the downside. The Qs are down 58 cents at the moment, 520, 60, something in that neighborhood. Okay. One, $80. I brought in $80. I wrote $80 calls on PayPal. That's what you've done. Let me just see if I happen to have it anywhere in here. I don't. PYPL is the symbol. PYPL. PayPal? Are we getting anywhere with PayPal on that symbol? Yeah, PYPL. It's 71.22 right now, and you're writing $80 calls. I think you said you're writing them all the way out to January. Yeah, you want to do them to January. Okay. 52-week high, 93. In the last 3 months, they've only been slightly higher than where we are now, 72. So if you're going to write 80s, you're unlikely to risk a recent new high. The question is, will the stock continue to recover? The last time it got into this high range was January of this year, and I don't know if that's possible. So yes, maybe this is a good write. January 26, you're saying, on the call side, those 80s are 520, 530, last at 540, in that neighborhood. So yeah, I mean, that's that's about, what was that, 7% return for an 80. It's a 520 payoff, 530 payoff on a $71 stock. So it's 7.5%, almost 8% return between now and January. It's a conservative write. There's nothing wrong with this conservative write. It's certainly one you can look at. He says it's 71 right now. A break even is 85.30. My cost on the shares about $55. Yeah, look, if you bring in the 5 something, you're going to be taken out at 85.30, like you see. That's a $30 gain if you get taken out. You're not going to get taken out because you're going to roll forward anyway. So grab this dough. Absolutely. Grabbing cash, always a good idea. So nice trade. Asagi, Starlink deorbiting and crashing 4 to 5 a day. ASCS satellites bigger and require less of them, unlike Starlink. Interesting. Yeah. Unlike Starlink, they launch them much higher up and they stay up much longer. Yeah, different game. I agree with that. Thank you for that commentary on that. Thank you also, everyone, for being here. What do we got now? Over on Gamestop, where are we at now? We're at 31.68, down 334. Below the day, 31.57. We're still under pressure on the stock on 23.6 million, offering tremendous cash could put writing opportunities, I feel. Thank you also to the 425 people who have answered the question of the day. This is one of the biggest responders we've had, one of the biggest participations. I really appreciate it. 218 on the thumbs up meter as well. Thank you for that today, helping us out. 210 of you are still with me, even after all this time today. Thank you all for joining us. And currently there are 7,000 Starlink satellites orbiting. Wow, that's amazing. Hey, that's amazing. Running out of real estate, 4 to 5 a day coming back. Planned obsolescence, right? They're designed to come back and die because they only run so long and then they aren't any good anymore. Amazing. It is amazing to me how that all works out. 1,200, 1,300 a year crash back out of the 7,000. They have to launch that many a day to keep the number at that level. Amazing to me as well. Well, it is what it is. As I say, ASTS has a following of people here and elsewhere. They trade good option premiums, pay very good premiums. A lot of people like playing the puts and the calls. They enjoy the premiums into their bank accounts. Cannot blame them for that. You want to definitely take the do-re-mi money. We'll see what happens after the bell today with our friends NVIDIA. They're going to be releasing their financials after the bell tonight. I'll be on the air tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern for the Gold Bagel member primetime live show. So if you're a Gold Bagel member, join me live or join me on the rerun. You could watch me on the rerun anytime as a Gold Bagel member. Let's talk about my hiccups and how much money you made today, and your credit spreads, and just how things are going. Looking forward to that. In the meantime, the rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow morning. If you're a Gold Bagel member, we'll see you for the Trade Alert Show, 8 o'clock. Another reason to be a Gold Bagel level member. You get to get on first. And 8:30 for the big show with all of you here. Thank you again for your continued following of this channel. It's great to be with you every day. Have a wonderful rest of your session. And let's see what is going on. Crazy 49er, I'm still with you from the Doha Business Lounge, Uncle B. Where you at? Go, man. Lisa, much GameStop almost down 10%. And ASTS launches small cube, and it unfolds tin space and gets bigger. Pretty cool. Neat stuff. Hey, 49er, you've got my email address. Take a photo of your lounge. Take a couple of photos of your lounge and send them to me. Love to see what that business lounge looks like in Doha. Just make me feel envious. Yes, I love traveling. Would love to see what's going on over there. And we'll see you all later tonight if you're able to at 7 o'clock Eastern. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And let's go. I will do, sir. I will send you an email with photos. Awesome. Savage Wall Street, I have 5 March 26 ASTS $20 cash secured puts that I received $7 for when I went to 20 a few months back. I hope to get a signed, laughing out loud. That'd be great. Juan, thank you so much, Bruce. Charlie, thanks as always, Uncle B. Have a great day, everybody. See you tonight. Crazy 49er, traveling with Crazy 49er. There you go. Traveling, baby. Savage Wall Street, back from vacation with a vengeance. Let's go, laugh out loud. Have a good day, Uncle B. Thank you, Savage. You have a great day yourself. Keep the drive alive, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Jen and I much appreciate you. And again, those of you registering for your classes, we'll send you an email shortly later today to let you know that I've got your payment, I've got your email. You're registered to be in the class, and we'll get you set up. Those of you who want to join us for Lesson 19, follow the instructions below and become part of the class on Saturday, the 14th of June at noon with Auntie Jen and myself. Okay, guys. Splair, maybe GameStop's going to bounce again. Will it? Can it? Would it? Why not? Let's hope so. 31.69, low of 31.52. We'll see as the day wears on. Juan, have an enjoyable day today. Says Splair. Have a great one, everybody. Thank you again. Jen and I are going to say our goodbyes to you in 3, in 2, in 1.
Bye.
Bye.